Today we'll be looking at the life of the peasant prince in his childhood home compared to his life at the Beijing Dance Academy. You will be asked to complete a comparison table. As you answer questions about the peasant prince, you'll need to think about what he was thinking, feeling and doing with his family compared to his life at the Beijing Dance Academy and to his life as a famous dancer. Look at question 1. Where was Li Shuixing living? Life with his family meant that he was living in a remote village in northeast China, but later, when he was taken by government officials, he was actually living in the Beijing Dance Academy. And when he grew up, he was living in America and dancing all over the world. The other questions you'll need to be thinking about are, what did Li Shuixing experience and what did he learn? In the next series of questions, you'll be asked what's happening in the story. Verbs are the words that show what is happening in a sentence. We're going to look for the verbs to see what's happening in this story. Doing verbs show actions. Thinking verbs show feeling and thinking. Saying verbs show talking. And relating verbs show that a relationship exists between two things. In the next series of questions, you're asked to find some verbs. To answer these questions, you'll need to think carefully about what the pictures and words are telling you about the events in the story. Skim through the book to find where you think the answers might be, and search the text for verbs that are telling you what Li Shuixing is thinking, saying, doing, or relating. Let's have a go at answering question 4. Li Shuixing's father told him the story about the little frog in the well. By telling this story, he's saying that Li's life is just like the little frog's. Find a saying verb in the frog story that shows that life was hard for the little frog. This question is asking us to find saying verbs. Remember that saying verbs show talking, like tell, say, report, state, ask, whisper or yell. Let's have a close look at the text now. When I say look closely at the text, I find the verbs begged and cried. These verbs tell me what the frog is saying. They're telling me that the frog is desperate for friends because he's begging, and I can certainly infer that life for the frog was very hard because he wants to get out of the well. He wants to escape his life. Just like, as we find out later in the story, Li Shuixing escapes his life of poverty to make a better life for himself and his family. After this video, you'll be asked to answer the rest of these questions. Don't forget to read each question carefully so you know what sort of verbs you are looking for. Remember, verbs can tell us a lot of information about what the characters are doing, saying, thinking, and feeling.